What's up, everybody? This is Joe Crisatello, and I'm doing a commentary on my movie, Fino Alla Morte. And if you haven't seen this movie, this was a Mafia movie that released in March of 2018. I shot it between January and probably the beginning of March, and then it came out the end of March. And this was my take on the Mafia movie. And this was my longest film to date that I ever did. I think it beat the previous one by, 5 minutes or so. But this was the longest script that I had ever written. And it took me a long time. And this was the last project that I did before I quit smoking cigarettes. So there's a lot of cigarettes smoked in this movie. And, it's a lot of good memories sitting in Taco's house, the man smoking a cigarette. And filming, and he smoked inside at that point because he quit cigarettes too. So that scene right there was shot in Boston, Massachusetts when I was there for PAX East, which is a gaming convention, and I never used that footage, and I decided to use it in the title sequence. That was shot outside of my house, and on that scene right there, it's shot in Taco's front yard, or his front porch rather. And this scene is the dude talking right now, his name is Joe. I'm doing my next movie with him, my next movie, Buddy Cop, and me and him co-wrote the movie together. And he was always interested in making movies too, so I asked him to be in this movie. You'll see him right now, right there. This scene was shot at like 8 o'clock in the morning. I don't know why we met up so early in the morning. I can't remember, but I remember we ate breakfast at a diner, and then we came to my house, and it was fucking like 3 degrees outside, and we're filming this fucking movie, and he's eating like a salami sandwich or something.
That fucking Lorenzo guy lives a couple houses down.
Oh man, I can't remember why we met up so early.
Fucking kidding me? Those Goombas.
And then he pulls out the gun. And then, like, this scene required somebody else that's going to actually come up soon. And that dude randomly messaged me on Instagram and was like, oh, yo, I want to be in a movie. And he was Italian, and I was like, yo, I'm making a Mafia movie. So, there's my bad fucking censor before I even knew how to do that. Now I know how to do that, so you don't have to worry about that. Yeah, this dude coming up, not Joe, but the dude Joe, like, insults. Yeah, right there. His name is John Pizzino. He's a brewer at one of the breweries in downtown Binghamton, New York. And he messaged me on Instagram, and like I said, wanted to be in a movie. And I was like, yo, dude, I need a fucking Italian, so come over and fucking be in this movie with me.
Go suck each other off.
Dude, I haven't seen this movie in a while, so I gotta like focus on not sitting here and watching it. I remember Joe didn't have a gold chain on, and I was like, yo, here's my gold chain. So that's my gold chain that he's wearing. This song I forgot to mention too. This is a German rock band, and this song was first in a bunch of skate videos called CKY by Bam Margera, and I fell in love with the song. And then we cut to 2018 with Taco. And I was supposed to be playing Taco, but obviously we look nothing alike. This is in Taco's car, and there's Taco's house. And this was the first project that Taco had ever been involved in. And I knew that I wanted to make a movie with him, and we did. This was like ad-libbing right here. Or improv, is that what you call it? His light was so broken that it barely stayed on, and I told him to just fuck around with it, and we kept it in the movie because it adds to the image of Vinny, his character name, being in such a depressive state. His house is all fucked up, and like his life is just worse after he left the Mafia. And right there, I told him, I was like, dude, just take the jacket off and throw it on the ground. And like he goes in his kitchen. He's wearing a fucking Galaxy Note 8 shirt because we both worked at Best Buy at the time. I just, like, we're both Italian, and I was like, dude, just, like, put out some empty fucking macaroni boxes and olive oil, and we'll call it a day. And there's his fucking house was so fucking messy. I didn't even have to do anything to it. And then we have the Italian dressing sauce, strictly just because it says Italian. And he lights a candle and eats some fucking 8-year-old Chinese food. And that's supposed to be ironic because you know, he went from living this lavish lifestyle, making money in the mob, to eating Chinese food in a dumpy old house. No offense to your house, Taco. Then he gets in bed with his fucking disgusting ass wife beater.
Drugs.
And this voiceover was heavily inspired by Goodfellas. If you've ever seen that movie, there's a lot of voiceover in that movie.
Did what we did.
I remember this scene right here. It was so windy, and this was the last movie that I shot on my DSLR, and I didn't have an XLR mic, or I didn't have a mic in general on the fucking camera. Or, I mean, I had a mic, but I didn't have an external one. And there's Trevin, a.k.a. Paulie, which we knew we wanted to make a movie with him, and he wanted to be in a movie with Taco, so he was in this, obviously. And I remember the reason this movie took so long to come out is because we all worked opposite schedules, so trying to find time to all meet up in the daytime was fucking impossible. And that song that's playing, it's my friend Nick Gayshock's song. He's a songwriter, and he let me use one of his songs, so it was great. And then Trevin comes in jeans and sneakers. His laugh there. I don't know why he laughed there.
Hey, Vinny, it's your old pal Paul.
And the funny thing is, Trevin is not Italian whatsoever, so trying to make him act like an Italian was bad, dude.
Jesus Christ, it's been like 15 years.
They haven't seen each other in 15 years, and they just hug, and that's it. And it's very calm. Now, if you notice what Trevin is wearing a black coat with a red hoodie and jeans, and then it cuts inside, and it's dark, and he's wearing a fucking suit. No, this scene is very Godfather-esque. There he is wearing a suit with a fucking red tie. Taco just lights up a cigarette in his house.
Why'd you leave us?
And the funny thing about this scene is that Taco kept lighting the cigarette before I say action. And I was like, dude, wait till I say action to light the cigarette.
The new boss of the family, Tony Crisatello.
And Crisatello's my name,
Told me to
obviously.
come find you.
The dude, I talked about this in the behind the scenes documentary, but we probably smoked
So
a
what do
whole
you say,
pack of
Vinny?
cigarettes inside his
Yeah?
house that night. I remember this 45-second scene took like 3 or 4 hours to film because, one, Taco couldn't remember his lines, so he's literally reading his lines right now off of a fucking whiteboard. I had to write his whole fucking line, like his paragraph lines, on a fucking whiteboard so he could fucking read it. And let me tell you, Taco's in my new movie, okay?
It'd be different for you.
And I promise
Just
you
leave
it's
it
the
at
same
bottom.
thing. Dude
Rub
cannot
somebody up
remember
every once in a
lines.
while.
And that bottle of hot sauce that was on the table back there, that is hidden in every single scene of this movie. So see if you can spot them as you're watching.
Wishing I had enough money for bills.
He's reading again.
Protect us? You will have more money than you'll know what to do with.
In those candles, I just looked for like anything old in his house, and I was like, all right, put that on the table, dude. That has to be part of the scene. And this scene, okay, this was shot at like 10 a.m. on a fucking like Tuesday or something, and I was like, Mom, I got a bunch of people coming over. It was only 2 people, but that's Vinny. He works at Best Buy with us, or he worked at Best Buy with us. I don't work there anymore. And my mom fucking set the table and cooked this nice fucking Italian dinner for us so we could film this scene. So Vinny, real Vinny, is in the white shirt, and character Vinny is in the black shirt, but we'll just call him by the real names, Vinny and Taco. And after we filmed, we actually just sat down and ate dinner. Matter of fact, I think I pulled out the video camera while we were eating in real life. You see the macaroni's all
It's
gone.
not bullshit here, Vin. I need to know where your head is with this Paulie situation.
Dude, I love this when he takes a bite. Watch this. Dude, it's just perfectly timed. He's talking about
But there's no
he
bad
wants this
blood
dude to
between
join the
us. What
Mafia
happened in the
back
past.
again, and he takes a bite of the fucking macaroni in the middle of the sentence.
I'm ready. Family's all I got.
I'm shocked that Taco remembered his
Yes,
lines.
took the kids. Got nothing. But a fridge full of gabagool and my pride.
I remember Taco kept laughing
Have to
when he
admit.
said gabagool.
I'm a little worried.
All right, Vin.
I
went through a lot of fucking hoops to get you back into the family.
Dude, I'm sorry. I'm just watching this fucking movie. I love like
Enough business.
I love the fucking look of this scene right here. It's just so classy. And then Vinny fucking holds the glass up until fucking Taco brings up the glass, so it's all awkward. 3 months later, that's my house. Don't come to my house. I'll fucking...
Yeah, Ma.
No, I don't know. And then it cuts to the inside of Taco's house. And I actually brought that Italian flag over.
It's fantastic.
And I fucking just taped it, like duct taped it over the window.
I
And
got
there's
the
the bottle of hot sauce on the table right there, right next to him.
It's protecting
In every scene, I tell you.
and managing.
Wait,
the team
oh,
guys.
this is the fucking scene with Paulie. Okay, this is the greatest night ever, dude. That's like powdered sugar or something. And I was like, all right, sniff the Coke. And he sniffs it, and then
Hey,
that bang, I told him to just throw anything on the fucking ground. Oh, excuse me. I just ate dinner. So Paulie fucking... If you're wondering how that done, that was just sucked up by the mouth, by the way. But Paulie, or Trevin, rather, throws the pen on the ground and starts hysterically laughing because he thought it was so funny. I don't know why. I talk about it in the behind-the-scenes documentary, but Trevin literally laughed at everything. Taco would literally be beating up Trevin right now and like slamming up against the wall, and he would just like laugh his ass off.
no
And we were
fucking
just like
trouble.
pouring fake
In
blood
my
on his
house
nose, making him look
or
like
around my
fucking
family.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. We filmed a lot more for this scene, but we didn't actually end up using it because when I was editing it, it just didn't look right. You know what I mean? This was filmed like a month after the fighting scene was shot. Right there, you can tell by the color difference. There's no lights and shit. And then he's just reflecting the fact that he just beat up his friend.
I don't know what to do, Tony.
And this was shot in
He's
my
out of
living
control.
room.
He's high all the time. He's sitting there talking to people, telling people stuff.
That he like improvised a lot of those lines, which it turned out good.
You got to take care of this.
There's
It's been going on for fucking
Vinny
months.
again at the same dinner table that was filmed the same day.
Like, take care of
I
it.
love his beard, dude. It's
Make it fucking
fantastic.
quick.
Yo, and he brought a fucking gun to this. Yo, you guys have to see this gun.
Be a fucking man. Counting on you to do this.
First of all, wait a second. He hangs up without hanging up.
Bye, Paulie.
There's the gun. That's it. Dude, he just puts the phone down. Oh, and then this is a dream sequence, and the editing is fucking atrocious. What I did was I had my light kit, and I would just flash the light before the gun shot, just to make it look like that it was the light coming from the gun blast, but
I had to get the balls to do
you know, this was really amateur. I've learned a lot more. My next movie is a lot better than this one, but it was a huge experience. Like, I learned so much from making this movie. The crickets. I remember Taco watching, and he was like, "What do I have, crickets in my house?" Oh, that was good. The voiceover was supposed to be a lot more prevalent in the movie, but I took a lot of it out because it was just kind of unnecessary.
What's up, Ben?
Are you high, you dumb motherfucker?
It's all right, man.
I remember this scene. Trevin opened the door and imitated Mrs. Doubtfire and was like, "Hello!" And we lost it, dude. There was a lot of laughs on this movie, and I'm very happy that I got to experience that because it's been phenomenal. And this movie that we just got done filming is even better, dude. Even more laughs. I remember this day that we shot this, we shot most of the outside. We shot, I'm pretty sure, all the outside sequences. Like the ones that you saw before, that was all shot on the same day. This was all shot on the same day. There's my car, which is a time machine in the next movie.
Thank fucking God, I've had to piss this whole fucking time.
Trevin's acting is just fucking atrocious, but we love him. There he goes, he's pissing. I was like, yo, pretend like you're taking a piss. And he was like, do you want me to really take a piss? And I was like, dude, don't actually piss. What the fuck are you talking about? And this was hard to angle him in the rear view. But all these individual shots you don't think about when you write a script. You don't think about, okay, shot of, a gun being taken out of the glove compartment. So you just gotta kind of improvise. There's my car in the background.
This was coming, Vin. The little Joey from down the block told me.
Little
You don't
Joey,
have to do this.
aka
I'm like your
me,
brother.
even though I'm in the movie.
They got prints off the car you're supposed to get rid of. Now Tony's going away for 20 years.
There was a lot more dialogue right there, but
You unreliable.
there's the tripod in the background, the infamous tripod in the background of the movie.
Listen, Vin, we can fix this. We both walk away. and
Dude, the
don't
bad
think
thing
we're
about
fucking
this
real
scene
laughing.
is like it was so fucking muddy. Like you can kind of see it in the background, but it had just rained, And dude, it is so. It was like our shoes were fucking destroyed. This is my
Believe me,
favorite
Benny,
scene
I'm
I've
gone,
ever shot.
done. I'm gonna
Okay.
disappear into the sunset.
We just need to wait for it. That's the thumbnail right there. That's a movie poster. Suspense builds, puts the gun down.
Thank you, Vinny. Seriously, I'm gone. I'm out of here.
Dude, I love that fucking music. God. It is like literally my favorite 2 seconds I've ever shot, specifically because of the song. There was the tripod again. The hot sauce was back there somewhere. I can't remember where I put it.
I chose this life. I chose to live with my actions.
This was probably one of the first things we shot. I can't remember.
Being a wise guy was all I ever wanted.
And this
It's kind of a
voiceover, a lot of people messaged me after the movie and they were like, dude, I love that voiceover. Because I talked about like how Italians like worship fucking mobsters and shit. And it's true, dude. It's fucked up. And then I got a slow pan in on his eyes. And then that music, that fucking wonderful, like, important music comes on when he shuts his eyes.
cold-blooded killers.
Right there, dude. I love that. Absolutely love that. The end. And that's the Mafia movie. That was the first time I watched it in a long time. There's me, written, directed, and edited by Joe Crisatello. It is currently December 2018, and I shot this, like I said, between January and March, so I've had some time to reflect on this movie. I had a really good experience making it. I created a bond with Trevin. Me and Taco were already good friends, but it brought us even closer together, and I'm very happy about that. There's the infamous kiss at the end of the movie, which is a nod to Joe Pesci's gunfires at the end of Goodfellas, which is a nod to another old Western movie. And yeah, I'm very happy that I made this movie. I'm very happy that everyone who was involved allowed me to... I'm glad everyone that was involved wanted to be involved, is what I'm saying. Yep, Believer is that German band that I was talking about before. Real good. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching. If you were in this movie and you're watching this, thank you so much. Like I said in the comment, or the fucking credits, go check out the behind the scenes documentary. So, thank you so much. See you later, everybody.